Research methodology, lesson on research process. Research methodology refers to the overall strategy or plan of action that a researcher uses to conduct their research. It involves a range of decisions and activities that are undertaken to ensure that the research question is answered effectively, efficiently, and ethically. Research methodology can be thought of as a roadmap for the entire research process. Research process. The research process consists of a series of systematic procedures that a researcher must go through in order to generate knowledge that will be considered valuable by the project and focus on the relevant topic. Steps in research process. Step 1. Problem finding. Step 2. Evaluate the literature. Step 3. Create hypotheses. Step 4. The research design. Step 5. Describe population. Step 6. Data collection. Step 7. Data analysis. Step 8. The report writing. Step 1. Problem finding. Finding an issue or formulating a research question is the first step. A well-defined research problem will guide the researcher through all stages of the research process, from setting objectives to choosing a technique. There are a number of approaches to get insight into a topic and gain a better understanding of it, such as a preliminary survey, case studies, interviews with a small group of people. Step 2. Evaluate the literature. A thorough examination of the relevant studies is essential to the research process. It enables the researcher to identify the precise aspects of the problem. Once a problem has been found, the investigator or researcher needs to find out more information about it. This stage gives problem zone background. It teaches the investigator about previous research, how they were conducted, and its conclusions. Step 3. Create hypotheses. Formulating an original hypothesis is the next logical step after narrowing down the research topic and defining it. To establish a hypothesis, a researcher must have a certain amount of expertise in the field. It is important for researchers to make sure while formulating a hypothesis that it must be based on the research topic. Step 4. The research design. Research design is the plan for achieving objectives and answering research questions. It outlines how to get the relevant information. Its goal is to design research to test hypotheses, address the research questions, and provide decision-making insights. The research design aims to minimize the time, money, and effort required to acquire meaningful evidence. This plan fits into 4 categories: surveys, experiment, data analysis, exploration and observation. Step 5. Describe population. Research projects usually look at a specific group of people, facilities, or how technology is used in the business. In research, the term population refers to this study group. The research topic and purpose help determine the study group. Suppose a researcher wishes to investigate a certain group of people in the community. A final step in a study's design is to specify its sample or population so that the results may be generalized. In that case, the research could target a specific age group, males or females, a geographic location, or an ethnic group. Step 6. Data collection. Data collection is important in obtaining the knowledge or information required to answer the research issue. It is divided into 2 categories: primary data, experiment, questionnaire, observation, interview. Secondary data categories are literature survey, official, unofficial reports, an approach based on library resources. Step 7. Data analysis. During research design, the researcher plans data analysis. Data analysis involves a number of closely related stages, such as setting up categories, applying these categories to raw data through coding and tabulation, and then drawing statistical conclusions. Step 8. The report writing. After completing these steps, the researcher must prepare a report detailing his findings. The report must be carefully composed with the following in mind. The layout: on the first page, the title, date, acknowledgements, and preface should be on the report. A table of contents should be followed by a list of tables, graphs, and charts if any. Introduction: it should state the research's purpose and methods. This section should include the study's scope and limits. Summary of findings: a non-technical summary of findings and recommendations will follow the introduction. The findings should be summarized if they're lengthy. Principal report. The main body of the report should make sense and be broken up into sections that are easy to understand. Conclusion. The researcher should restate his findings at the end of the main text. It's the final result.
In conclusion, the research process is a dynamic and systematic journey that plays a pivotal role in advancing knowledge and understanding across various disciplines. From formulating a clear research question to conducting a thorough literature review, collecting and analyzing data, and finally drawing meaningful conclusions, each stage contributes to the overall success of the research endeavor. Now let's take a second to meet the team that made this video. Thank you for tuning in and actively listening to our video. Your engagement is truly appreciated, and we hope you found the content valuable and informative.